Okay, are you ready? Good evening, guys. Welcome to the Toastmasters meeting. My name is Samira, and I'm the president of Moscow Toastbusters Club. Moscow Toastbusters is an English-speaking club where we develop public speaking, leadership, and communication skills. And our club is part of larger Toastmasters community, and there are several Toastmasters clubs in Russia where you can speak publicly in different languages, in Russian, English, German, and French. So if you like the format, you have plenty of options to explore. And Toastmasters family goes far beyond one country. And there are 270,000 members across 16,000 clubs across the globe in 145 countries, from New York to London, from Tokyo to Cape Town, and from Berlin to Singapore. So no matter where you are, you can join any club in the world. Yeah. Now let's applaud. And did you know that some people celebrated New Year yesterday?
Yes.
Olga knows. Yeah, normal people celebrate. Normal people celebrate New Year once a year, and extraordinary people or Toastmasters members celebrate it twice, because July 1st marks the beginning of the new Toastmasters year. And there are new energy, new goals, new resolutions, not just giving up sugar, but coming more on the stage. So in Toastmasters, every club is run by volunteers, and with New Year comes a new team of club officers who run the meeting, and I would like to introduce them. And our first person is Olga Antashkevich, Vice President of Education.
I thought that I am Toastmaster of the day, but Vice President.
Yeah, and yes, she's responsible for overseeing educational program and helping members to achieve their goals. Thank you. And we have one more member, Alexander Baranov. He is Vice President of Public Relations. Yes. And he makes sure that the world knows that we exist. So he promotes, yes, he promotes our, yes, he promotes our club on social media. Thank you for that. We also have Vice President of Membership, Bulat Safiulin. And he's responsible for growing and supporting club membership. And another officer is Alina Stepanova. She's Sergeant at Arms. She prepares the room before the meeting, and she's responsible for the equipment, including the laptop. And we also have two members, right, who are not here. Tatiana Gladышeva, secretary, who prepares the agenda, and treasurer, yes. And we also have treasurer Elvira Izmailova, who manages club finances. So thank you guys that you agreed to take on these responsibilities for new Toastmasters year. And before we begin, I would like to invite our guests to this stage to briefly introduce themselves. Please come here and tell us more about yourself. Please, can you share your name? Why did you come here? What are your goals?
My name is Alex. I'm from Germany. I've been in Moscow for 25 years now. I came by invitation of one of your members who will be a bit later. Marian. Shall I say it again or? Okay, yeah, my name is, also to those in TV, yeah, my name is Alex. I'm from Germany and I'm here for 25 years now in Moscow. And I came through a member, a friend who's not here yet, but will come a bit later as far as I know. And yeah, I was just interested in getting to know how this works. I'm actually a member of a Rotary Club, and I think we had some representatives from Toastmasters also presenting Toastmasters in our Rotary Club. So it's actually, there are some similarities. We also had the start of the new year yesterday with new functions and everything. And I was secretary there, and I'm also now the membership responsible in our club. And yeah, just interested in seeing how this Toastbusters works, and yeah, meet new people and hear about some important interesting topics.
Hey guys, glad to meet you everyone. My name is Dima. I'm from, well, I can say from St. Petersburg, but I actually live in Moscow for the last, I believe, 9 years. So I'm more from Moscow than from St. Petersburg. And I'm PhD student at MSU still, but I'm trying to quit as hard as I can. So I believe it may happen someday. And I'm actually here because I met Samira like a couple of weeks ago, I believe, yeah. 1.5, something like that. And she invited me and my friend, he is sort of sick today, to come see what this club actually is, and actually meet you everyone. So I'm quite glad and looking to improve my public speaking skills in English. Thanks.
Yeah, hello, my name is Veronica, and actually it's my third time in Toastmasters because I attended. Is it okay? Yeah. So it's my third time. I attended Optima Forma, World Surfers, and now I attend your meeting. Yeah, and by the way, actually, I heard about Toastmasters from my teacher. I'm getting a master's degree right now, and she attended the meeting in the USA. And actually, I couldn't find the Telegram chats and Telegram groups, so that is why I opened the website. And I found your club, and I found the Gmail or email. I remember that I wrote to this email, then I got a response with some questions. There was a questionnaire. I actually answered all the questions, and then nothing happened. It was yours. It was yours, I remember. Actually, it was yours, but it's okay. It's okay. Then I found the chat and it happened. So I'm here right now. I think that I want to improve my public speaking skills because actually I speak a lot in English, especially publicly, but I think that Toastmasters is a ground where I can officially make mistakes and I can learn from these mistakes.
My name is Olesya. I came with Veronica. She invited me to Toastmasters the previous time. It was my first time the previous time, and I'm here for the second time. I was in Toastmasters, and now it's Toastbusters. I don't actually. Yeah. Yes. I'm not really. Yes. I'm not actually know why I'm here. It's just my. I think I'm not enough good to be a speaker, but I want to listen to are the speakers, yes, and maybe later I will be able to make a good toast. I don't know. Speech, yes. Yes.
Thank you, guys. You're all in the right place, and you will definitely learn from each other, and you will be able to develop your public speaking skills here. And I hope that you will find our meeting valuable and come here one more time and maybe join our club. Okay, you can take your seats. Okay, guys, I think now I can hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Olga Antashkevich.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Mike, thank you. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster guests, everyone, and our online guests too. This one, this one. And can you give me a clicker? There is no clicker. Just click. Like click, click, click. Okay. Okay, yes. Like you maybe heard or saw or read, I don't know, topic of this evening, superheroes of our lives. And actually I prepared, of course, a story. Recently, I was talking to my brother's wife, and she told me that my nephew everywhere goes with the new ring which I gave him. This is a ring with a big stone, unfortunately not with a diamond, just a stone, yes. A little boy. And I tried to explain that when I was in my parent house and my nephew was in the grandparents' house, every time he trying to take someone and which he likes, and I gave this ring and told, oh, this is ring like superhero. Do you know which superhero? Click, click, click. Yes. Do you know? Like this? Not is like superhero Green Lantern. Lantern with the ring and a stone which gives a power the owner of this ring, and he takes this ring everywhere. And I trying to explain to brother's wife that, oh, this is so powerful ring. It's so cool. Actually, not this ring, but we can imagine that it's kind of this one. And she told me, oh, I don't understand. What does it mean? I don't know who is this. And in that moment, I understood that I need to fix it. We need to understand our superhero universe. Of course, I understand that you can think that superhero of our lives may be some topics with deeper meaning. Something about our parents, maybe about our teachers, maybe about different people or different situation. But I think during our meetings, we can also change this. But actually, my mission for today, explain, maybe not explain, because I also don't know about this universe, anything, but actually trying to find the main idea. What does it mean to be superhero, and what is this, the superhero universe? Can you click? Okay, do you know the two main universe of superheroes? Yes, Marvel and DC. Oh, we meet a fan of cool superheroes. Yes, Marvel and DC. Do you know the main superheroes of Marvel? Click next. Yes, Spider-Man. Click. Yes. You can see Spider-Man. Where is he? Yes, Spider-Man, the Captain of America. This is the Iron Man. Hulk, yes. Thor. Deadpool, yes. And some others. Some superheroes. But this, Vlad, it's a great question, and this is your homework for next time. Trying to find everyone from this picture. But actually, because we have no time for explaining all of these superheroes. Yes, of course. That is why next slide, please. Yes, this is DC universe, and some of heroes of this DC universe. Wonder Woman, yes. Superman, Batman, Joker, yes. Harley Quinn, Aquaman, yes. I think this is some just random guys with their pictures. Random guys, not the superheroes, because it's from the internet. That is why it's okay, I think. Yes. And today we try and explore and maybe to find the main idea of not every one of these superheroes, but some of them. And click. Yes, do you know who is this? Now you know him. This is the main hero from Marvel. Maybe online guys also know someone? No?
It's the Guardian of the Galaxy guy, but I don't remember the name.
Peter, yes. Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you, Veronica. Click. Yes, Star-Lord, Peter Jason Quill. And actually, why we use this superhero now? Because every time he knows what to say about every topic. He can use different kind of humor. He can use jokes. He can use analytic skills. And he has a great also presentation skills. Like our next speaker, Alina Stepanova, who is our thoughts of the day. Yeah. And our thought of the day, Alina Stepanova.
Thank you. Give me a mic.
So, take it.
Well, hello everyone. I'm not a Peter, I'm Alina, but I'm also gonna tell you about superheroes. So superheroes in our lives. When I hear the word superhero, first thing that comes in my mind would be like a random superhero just we all saw on the screen, such as like Spider-Man, what else? What else? Batman, Iron Man, my favorite though. Yeah, but if you think about superheroes in your life specifically, you don't think about Batman or Iron Man. Though, well, sometimes I do think about Tony Stark, but let's leave it for another speech. Well, if you ask me who is a superhero of my life, honestly, I would have only one answer. Do you have any guesses?
Your parents?
Yes, that's correct. Thank you, Ola. Exactly. That's my parents. So easy, right? And yeah, my parents who raised me, who protected me, who took care of me, who always supported me. Because when you're little, you really need a superhero. You need somebody to save you, even if you are not in danger. You just need to know, to have this feeling that you can be saved. And yeah, so why we admire superheroes?
They can fix everything.
They have superpower, maybe? if you think about it. Yeah, all those plus superpowers, right? So, but our parents also have superpowers. Yeah. Right? For example, my father's superpower is driving any car, and especially parking any car, even in a tiny parking spaces. I would never imagine those skills for myself. And my mother's superpower is, it was just yellow a second ago. And my mother's superpower is like her love, her inner strength, and her kindness. Well, maybe it sounds naive, but let me think of my parents as superheroes, because they were, they are, and they always will be superheroes, my special and my truly superheroes. Well, I see sadness in your eyes, Artur. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before you all start crying, because it sounds cheesy, I'd like to end with a friendly reminder. So call your superheroes tonight and tell them that you're really grateful for having them in your life. Thank you. Wait.
Can you do this for me? Oh, yes. Thank you. Next. And we trying to find something new about our superhero. And now it's like magic, some magic in our TV. Yes. And you share also in a Zoom? Okay. And next, please. Yes, next one. Do you know who is this one? Oh, really? For me, it was you, but it's cool. But it's cool. It's Vision. Yes, it's Vision, and he from Marvel. Click, please. And do you know what? No. The Vision. Which main superpower of Vision?
His vision.
Maybe some power. Yes, and actually he also has analytical skills, and he can count everything, and every time he can understand what you are saying and how you say, and he can count how much and how long you can say ha 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 and something like this. And we have also such superhero in our Toastbusters club, and this is our next speaker, Artur. Yes. Yes.
Such a powerful meeting so far, dear superheroes and our superhero audience. Well, indeed, I have a superpower. And let me tell you this, my superpower is my attention and my listening skills for today, because I am the A counter for today's evening. Not you, but your name is still there. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be very closely watching and listening to your speeches, how you articulate your words, your ideas without using filler words like am, well, so, and let me tell you one thing. Your favorite word so far is actually. So right now, try to avoid the word actually so often and just be yourself, stress down. And I would like to ask you on the stage, dear Toastmaster.
Thank you, Artur. Actually, we have the, yes, can you give me the?
Yes.
Thank you. And please, next, we try to explore, next, please. Alina, yes, thank you. And dear fellow Toastmaster, dear guest, can you also maybe You cannot see this. You cannot see this. Yes. Next. And who is this beautiful girl? Yes, this is Batwoman who became okay, bad girl. But why? Okay, like you want, okay. And actually that she became an oracle. Oracle. No, it's about vision. But actually Batwoman, which became an oracle, she can analytic everything and analytic everywhere. She has ability of data science and analytical skills. And we, of course, have the same powerful woman. Varelia Pagarelova, please. Our grammarian of the day. Oh, sorry, every time.
What's an introduction? What's an introduction? But sometimes bad girl. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my role today is the grammarian. We already established that superheroes have superpowers. Great. We also established that our parents have superpowers. We also know that Artur has a superpower. But guess what? You all will have a superpower on this stage. And your superpower, I'll let you guess. Let me give you an example. Lawyers use the superpower in an excellent way. For example, when you go to a courtroom for a criminal case and you have the defendant, the lawyer will go up and say, "He is a predator." That's a powerful word. Another example. There's a woman giving her statement and the defense says she's not telling the truth. She's weaving a web of lies. What am I talking about? What language technique do you think they're using when they're using these words? Predator, web of lies. A metaphor. Excellent. So your superpower today will be using metaphors and figurative language. In fact, I encourage you to use a particular phrase today. Because the topic is superheroes, our phrase of the day is rise to the occasion. Our dear surgeon, can you please write in the chat so everyone can see? Rise to the occasion. What does it mean? It means to deal with a difficult situation, to find the power inside of you. You okay? Have you found the power inside of you? Of course, perfect. What's the phrase of the day? It's going to appear in the chat. Rise to the occasion. To have enough energy to deal with a difficult situation, to have the guts and the power to do something hard and to fight your fears. Perfect. I see the red card. Thank you very much. I encourage you to use this throughout the day, and I will give you a report at the end of the meeting.
Thank you so much. And rise to the occasion. I told twice. Yes, and next slide, please. Next slide, please. And next, you don't see. No, you cannot see now. And next slide. This is a really interesting guy. This guy, it's not like a superhero, but like super evil hero. Can we say super evil hero? Oh, thank you. The opposite of positive. This is not superhero, like what we say. Evil. Billy? Villain. Okay, okay. And this is our first villain because the main idea of this for speakers sometimes it's maybe not something something positive. Can we see him? Oh, this is interesting guy. The next slide. Yes, interesting guy. And you can hear. Next, please. Yes. Oh, I think it's a great first time for Alina every time to try and use presentation. Do you know who is he? Can you see something in his eyes? Yes, this is clock and this is, sorry, villains? Yes, villain, obsessed with the time. That is why he is maybe sometimes not so great because every speaker, when he or she on the stage thinking about time and trying to say something more and more and more. And we actually, yes, waiting our timer. Maria Kryashikova, welcome on stage. This is not evil, this is a really good person because we need to finish on time. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Today is my second time on Toastbusters Club, and I'm happy. I have a first role for today. I'm timer, and I will monitor the time during the prepared speeches, during the table topics and the evaluations. I will show. I have 3 cards, color card. I will show you green card when you reached your minimum time limits. I will show you yellow card when your time comes to the end, and I will show you red card when your time is up and it's high time to conclude your speech. So please keep your time frame, and I will return with report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much. It was great, really on time. And actually, if we no sadness on your face. No, it's really great. It's no. Yes, of course. And actually, our next superhero. Can you? We will see now. And actually, this superhero from DC universe, and he, yes, next. Yes, it's our clock king. And this is, do you know who is this one? This is Brainiac. From DC. Yes, from DC. What do you do this Brainiac can do? Brainiac, yes, Brainiac. Yes, he's really smart. Yes, it's true. And we, of course, has the same superhero. And this is our quiz master, Nikolai Arkhipov.
Thank you, guys. And yes, today I'm feeling the shoes of quiz master. And you obviously stole all of my punchlines because I was meaning to say, and I was meaning to ask a question, which superhero would absolutely thrive as a Toastmaster? Do you have any ideas? I suppose you do, because you already saw the presentation. And if you were attentive enough, you can think of a lot of examples where a superhero is obviously fit for the purpose. And today I will be leading by a superpower of active listening. I will listen to all of your speeches, and I will be coming up with a really intricate or not questions to ask you at the end. And let's see where your attention takes you, because we will check how attentively you listen and how you really get something from all those speeches, all that educational value and everything. Let's meet at the end of the meeting, and I'll be asking you questions. Wait.
Thank you. Thank you. And can we see the next one? Yes, Brainiac. And actually, this superhero from Marvel, can you understand who is this one? Yes, yes, yes. And next, please, next one. Yes, this is Iceman. What the superpower of Iceman? Yes, yes, it's true, but not just the cocktails. Yes, he can frozen everything, and actually not just everything, but himself also. But I know that all speaker has a superpower unfrozen the audience. Yes, it's true. Yes, of course. Why are you saying this? Okay.
We still have Batman.
Oh, cool. Cool. And Iceman can frozen this, and every speaker can unfrozen everything and everywhere. And now we have a speaker who can unfrozen our audience. Yes, if you think that now it's not so interesting, not so funny, and maybe not so we can introduce our first speaker, Matthew Morley, with his icebreaker. Yes. Icebreaker speech, originally wrapped in a mystery, my Russian adventure. Project Icebreaker, level 1, presentation mastery. Please.
Great. Thank you, Olga. Winston Churchill once called Russia a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastbusters and guests, today I would like to tell you a little bit about myself, my journey in Russia, and how I've been unwrapping that mystery and riddle. My name is Matthew Morley. I grew up out in a small town outside of Boston, Massachusetts, in the USA. I grew up with 3 adventurous brothers, all of whom spent time living abroad in the early 20s. I had only been on short international trips, but by 2006, I was ready for my adventure, my own adventure, and I had Russia in sights. You see, I grew up in the tail end of the Cold War. Russia was always the ultimate mystery. I remember hearing President Reagan's speeches about the evil empire. It was the land of spy novels and James Bond films and Olympic rivalries. So by 2006, the Cold War was long over, but my interest in Russia was not. So one night I stumbled across an advertisement for an English teaching job in Moscow, and I knew that was my next step. So I ended up taking a job for a small company called Language Link. At that time, it was one of the largest language schools in Russia. And I entered a training program. I lived in Moscow, but far from the center, and it was very different from where I had come from. In the beginning, I was a little uncomfortable in my surroundings, but I gradually became accustomed to it. I took the metro to the center every day and was shocked to see how many people were packed in the metro during rush hour. After the training program, I got what was supposed to be a temporary position in a school outside of Moscow in a town called Gorlov. Here was very different than fighting my way through a sea of people in the metro. I had a pleasant 20-minute walk to work. I met lots of people, made friends and acquaintances. And fortunately, after a few weeks, I was given a permanent position. And being an English teacher in Russia was a great way to learn more about Russia and to meet new people. This experience forced me, a confirmed introvert, to be more outgoing and sociable. I learned to embrace differences, and I learned to be more understanding and patient. And I'll always cherish my first experience in Russia. I loved Russia right away. I loved the people, the culture, the literature, history, language. And in the midst of being wooed by the country itself, I fell in love with a Russian woman named Alina. And through her, I was able to experience a lot more of cultural aspects of Russia. And fast forward, I ended up finishing my contract. I went back to Boston, went to law school, graduated, and passed the bar exam and became a licensed attorney. And got married to Alina. But things weren't so easy. Alina was really homesick. She missed her family and her friends, her career. And so we made a big decision to move back to Russia. And so, and also I decided to launch my own consular law practice. And so when we returned, it was the beginning of January 2014. And Russia was seemingly on top of the world. It was mainly due to the upcoming, much anticipated Winter Olympics in Sochi. Unfortunately, soon after that, things went downhill. There was the annexation of Crimea, followed immediately by international sanctions, the collapse of the ruble, and a mass exodus of foreigners. And so, yeah, fast forward a little bit. My wife and I are raising our two daughters in Russia. One was born in Boston, one was born in Moscow. And we were initially planning on leaving around the time our first daughter started school, like first grade or first class. But that life happened. And there was the pandemic and a family health crisis that prevented that from happening. So nowadays, despite some difficulties and challenges, I'm working on focusing on the positives. Relatively happy wife, thriving kids, and a career I love. And I have learned that life does not always go according to plan. And I have also learned to be more resilient. I've also learned that happiness is a choice, not a circumstance. So why Toastbusters? After years of adapting, I'm working on me and finally facing my fear of public speaking and rising to the occasion. Yeah, and so yes, and Russia's riddle, I'm still unwrapping it, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that Russia is now my adopted home. And spasibo, and I look forward to growing with you all.
Take
You got
it.
it? Oh, thank
I'll
you.
take it. Thank you, Matthew. I think it's so cool when speakers share with us some personal story, and we understand that now it's warmer, yes, and you don't want to say something quick. You want to say something maybe more calm and think about next. But we need to go. Yes, move forward. Yes, and actually, you can see our maybe next superhero, and you understand that we have different speakers, and I thought how I can what I can say about our second and third speaker, maybe something about their speech afterwards, after their speeches. But actually, I thought that if I say something and can compare their speech, sorry guys, if I can compare their speech after their speeches, I think maybe we can not agree, or it's maybe not so great. But I can imagine something about our future speaker, and this is will be the best. And now, how I can imagine our second speaker? I, of course, like you, I can read the information about our second speaker a day of recording, project connection with audience. You see that pull every time connection with the audience. Level 3, persuasive influence. I think that Deadpool is the great character for this, yes? And can you see objectives? Mostly entertainment. I think the Deadpool is the best choice. Are you agree? Yes. And this is our second speech for tonight. Mike Thorne, please welcome. This is, yes, Mike will be online. Please, Mike, take, yeah, Mike.
Thank you. Well, it has not yet arrived. The day that I used to just sail right through, but now I tend to dread. That's right. It's the date of my annual physical. It's time to rise to the occasion. I've had at least 60 of them over the years, including over 20 in-depth and very intrusive flight physicals. So what would make this one so fraught with potential peril? Might it be the result of years of abusing my poor little body, or just taking it for granted and not rewarding it for years of faithful service? Or perhaps I'm approaching the end of my personal warranty with no real extension of service readily available. Regardless of the reason, the day is almost here, and I'd be well advised to prepare for it. The first step has already been taken. I've made an appointment with my doctor to appear for the ordeal. Why ordeal? Well, perhaps a revision of a children's rhyme will explain. I learned this back when I was 6 years old. It still seems appropriate. Did you ever think of a day when it will arrive? And if in fact you will survive, they'll drain your blood. They'll drain your blood. And sadly, no one will think to ever call you a stud. They'll give you a cup with your name on it. Oh man. With a clear instruction to simply fill it, if you can. One little nurse, who's clearly not too shy, will look inside your ear and then your eye. Your blood pressure will be checked, as well as your temperature. Why does no one believe you really are pure? And when they are done, and there's nothing left, you'll be turned over to a doctor, feeling bereft. Sitting alone in a room, just looking around, wondering why you have to wear such a revealing gown. There are strange items and far too many boxes of plastic gloves. Probably not meant to provide much in terms of love. Wishing you had spent more time at the gym getting in shape. Is it too late to find an escape, an exit, and make an escape? However, it is at this point that your preparations will start to pay off, as you remember to list the long list of medications and ailments, as well as the all-important questions your spouse has provided you with a stern admonishment to ask the doctor to address each of them. Luckily, you also brought a pad of paper and a pen so you can take notes on the doctor's responses to each question. Heaven forbid that you return home and not have a ready response to each probing question you are directed to ask. And luckily, the doctor also has a spouse and is fully aware of your need to return with a complete list of his responses. While you and the doctor are chatting about your health, and most recently, your life expectancy, the medical technicians are evaluating the bodily fluids you provided them earlier. At some point, there will be a knock on the door where the doctor's computer will beep with results of your various fluids and tests. With any, or perhaps a great deal of luck, those results will not be devastating, and you continue to ignore all those ailments and diseases you see advertised on TV. Translation: you have managed to beat the actuarial tables once again and should seriously consider reviewing your passport. Maybe even buying a new car, or boat, or a condo on the beach in the South Pacific. At a minimum, celebrate the end of the ordeal with a cold beer, or maybe a nice little nap. This is all good news. But remember, you still have to see your dentist, podiatrist, ophthalmologist, cardiologist, audiologist, gastroenterologist, dermatologist. The list just grows longer and longer as you grow older and older. Trust me on this. But that is far, far better than having a mortician on speed dial on your phone. Those embalmers are just so terribly pricey these days, and that's in addition to the price of a nice burial plot. No wonder there's so many cremations going on. I tell you this for one basic reason. It's just something to keep in mind until next year or your time comes. Toastmaster?
Thank you, Mike. What do you think? The Deadpool is the right choice? Like a superhero and your speech and you like a speaker or not? Mike?
I'm sorry, ask me. What's the question?
Oh, because before your speech, I represent you with a Deadpool, and I told that it can be the main choice to introduce your speech and you. What do you think? Is it right choice or not? Deadpool is a superhero, yes. Like, Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's some bad connection with now. That is why it's okay. Thank you, Mike, for your speech. Thank you. And like I said that it's not so easy to think and to introduce our speeches like a superhero. But our third speech was about returning to herself. What do you think? Oh, we see now. Okay. What do you think? Which superhero this is? And it's also introducing our next speaker. Wonder Woman, yes, because she also trying to find something and returning to somewhere, something, if you know this one. And our next speaker, returning to herself, project understanding vocal variety, level 3, presentation mastery. Objective. The purpose of this project is to practice using vocal variety to enhance a speech. Samira Tostar.
Guys, have you ever worn a mask? Not that kind for a costume party, but the invisible one. The one we wear to be accepted, to feel safe, to meet expectations. Take a moment. Think about it. What does your mask look like? I wore several. One was polite, quiet, well-behaved girl, the one who never raised her voice or drew too much attention. And then there was obedient, respectful daughter, the one who listened carefully, followed the rules, and never questioned. And then there was the one who never made mistakes, always correct, always proper, always prepared. But it was not always that way. As a child, I was active, lively, and even little naughty, unafraid of people, drawn to their attention. I could talk, sing, laugh loudly, and move freely without shame. But when I started kindergarten, things changed. I didn't speak Russian at that time because my father wanted me to learn Persian first, his mother tongue. So I struggled to communicate with other children. I remember standing in a group and not understanding what was going on. I felt alone. I didn't belong. And at home, things were quite strict. My father came from a traditional background, and there were unspoken rules about how a girl should behave. Laughing too loudly? No. Being too visible? No. Showing too much joy in public? No. My father would say, "Daughter, don't do that. That could be seen as inappropriate, attracting the wrong kind of attention." I could play and laugh at home, but even then I could feel his gaze, disapproving, silent, as if I was doing something wrong, just by being full of life. In school, I adapted. I learned Russian, I worked hard, I became one of the top students thanks to my mother's support. But even then, I felt I had to be perfect with my words, always careful, always polished, always prepared, as if a single mistake could erase everything that I had achieved. And maybe somewhere along the way, I became quieter, more controlled, more afraid to take space. But something inside me never fully disappeared. A small voice, persistent, patient, kept whispering, "Come back. Come back to the part of me that existed before the masks, before I learned how to shrink myself to fit in, before I measured my worth by how quiet obedient, and flawless I was. That voice was not asking me to change. It was reminding me of someone I had been all alone, of someone I had quietly set aside to meet expectations. Sometimes I wonder if what I'm searching for on the stage, that freedom, that confidence to express, is not something that I need to create from scratch, but something I always had but simply lost along the way. Maybe that is why I came to Toastmasters, not just to grow as a speaker, but to remember something, to return to someone, to that brave little girl who was not afraid to move, to play, to speak, and she's still here. And step by step, I'm learning to take off the mask and invite her back to the stage. So let me ask you again, what mask are you wearing? What part of yourself have you hidden away? Because sometimes the most powerful transformation is not about changing who you are. It's about becoming more of who you have always been. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Samira. Samira, what do you think about your superhero, which you represent? About Wonder Woman? Okay. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you. And actually, we sometimes we need to maybe to read, to watch some movies or to do something extraordinary. And sometimes apocalypse happened, and yes, and some challenges also happened. And what do you think superheroes do when? Yes, they need take a break, like we also. 5 minutes break. Yes.
Maybe share some moments of courage and discover the hidden powers inside of you. When I first came to a Toastmaster session, I was inspired by the people who came to the stage during the table topic session. And I thought that everybody is a superhero because they all share the superpower to rise to the occasion and to cope with stress. And this is the superpower which we can train. Now I will give you a chance to be a speaker on the stage for a couple of minutes. I prepared 3 different subjects which you may choose from, and have to make a small speech for 1 or 2 minutes. This speech will be timed by our timer. So when you reached the minimum limit of 1 minute, you will be shown a green card, right? Then you will be shown a yellow card when you reached 1.5, and on 2 minutes, when you are allowed to stop your speech, you will be shown red. So who will be the first to be on the stage? Seasoned speakers, please. Oh, a newcomer.
Yeah. I'm sort of brave.
Don't look here. Okay. What do you choose? A superpower, a situation, or a personal hero?
I can speak about personal hero. That's quite easy.
Okay. Then number from 1 to 5.
I have to choose a hero. Yeah, I thought I
Right.
can create my own.
I know.
Okay.
I have played it perfectly for you. It will be 4. Okay. In what circumstances and what superpower made this person a hero for you? And this is about doctors, volunteers, strangers, everybody on the street, maybe.
Doctors, volunteers, strangers.
Yeah. Any person who is not relevant to you.
So would it be like I've seen some person and he became a sort of a hero to me?
Why not?
All right, all right. I've actually heard about a guy. He works in a, well, I'd say in a super corporation, in a big one. Like he goes in a meetings full of people, like 20 different CEOs. They're all roaring at him, please fix our life and make us survive another year. But we're not talking about what he is in a meeting. We are talking about what he is in a life out of a meeting, in life out of his job. And in many circumstances, people like to adapt different strategies to actually develop empathetic side of themselves. And one of these sides, one of these adaptations, I'd say, is when they go into volunteering, when they go into additional help for animal shelters and such. And well, this guy was one of them. He started doing it from the very first positions he had, and well, now he is, well, I believe he is sort of a partner. That's like CEO -1 in the firm, and he still does it. He integrated it into the company's policies, and that's actually now a part of their life. So I'd say if you believe in something from the start, it actually makes you a real superhero, because you can change quite a big part of human life with your constant work throughout the years. So he is a superhero. And as I say now, he did rise to the occasion.
Thank you so much. It turns out that believing in something is a superpower. So maybe next, maybe some seasoned speaker. Alina?
I'm stuck with my mistake, right? Alina, on the stage today.
No problem. Do you choose superpower, situation, or personal hero?
Superpower.
Okay, superpower. From 1 to 4.
4.
Okay. Where in your life you would use this superpower, the power to unite people?
Oh. To unite people. Me too. Well, in this case, I would definitely call myself as a superhero, because I've been doing this uniting job for like about 10 years. For those who doesn't know, I've been working as a pub crawl guide for 10 years here in Moscow. So maybe you're familiar with another term as a bar hopping or etc. When I take a group of people, random people, and take them from one bar to another. And we have fun. And the main part of the job to unite those people, because there could be totally strangers. And by the end of the night, they would become besties and best lovers, best friends, family members, live in each other's home, and etc. So I guess that's my answer. That was and there is my superpower, to unite people.
Thank you for this. Thank you for sharing your personal story. Maybe any newcomers? Great. What do you choose now? Superpower, situation, or a personal hero?
Superpower.
Okay, again. And then from 1 to 3, you may choose any number.
3.
Okay. How would this superpower make the lives of people around you better? And the superpower is the ability to see the invisible. The mic is yours.
I forgot about it. Okay, so again, let me introduce myself. Probably you forgot my name. My name is Veronica. And talking about the power of seeing the invisible, I think that I will share with you my superpower that I'm currently possessing, and this is the power to read the personalities of people. Yes, actually, I currently I work as a university teacher. I teach English, literature, but nowadays I think that you should be a specialist not only in one sphere. So that is why I decided to choose the sphere of profiling. Have you ever heard of profiling, by the way? Yeah. I studied profiling for several years, and right now I use it. And for example, when I see a person who comes here, who comes to the stage, I try to analyze this person, but not always, because sometimes I just want to chill out and don't think about the personalities. And I think that the skill of profiling really helps me to understand people and sometimes change myself in different situations and understand myself. And I will kind of advertise myself because I teach profiling as well. So if you want to learn how to use profiling, you can write to me. And what else I can say about it? I think that nothing. I just came here and a bit promoted myself, advertised. So that's all I wanted to say.
Assigned to my course today. We have one more time, yeah, for one more person. Maybe someone from the online audience, Emmanuel, Mike, or Anna.
I can take a shot.
Great, thank you. So what do you choose? Do you choose a superpower, a situation, or a personal hero from your life?
Superpower, of course.
Okay, of course. One or two?
Big decision. Two.
Okay. The superpower of believing in yourself. In what situation in your life you have missed this superpower badly?
So believing in myself started at a relatively late stage in my life. It really began when I entered flight training. And I had never been in an airplane before in my entire life. And now I'm in training to be a pilot. And so my self-doubt rose to almost a crescendo, but I made it through. And once I made it through there, I felt nothing is beyond my capabilities. Unfortunately, I did encounter something that was beyond my capabilities, and that was public speaking. I discovered that I completely and totally fell apart every time I got on the stage. And so the only thing to do was get on the stage and do it more often. As you can see by my, over here, there you go, the plaques on the wall, I'm no longer a stranger to it. But it was a moment of crisis in my life. And I thought, you've done so many other things. Why would you ever give up on yourself now? And luckily, I had several very good mentors who carried me along. And I can never forgive them for making me do it, but they did. And now I can honestly say I'm a Toastmaster and I'm never going to look back. Table Topics Master.
We run out of time, right? Okay, then I'm going to close this session. I want to thank you all for sharing your personal stories. And I want to remind you that the superheroes are not the ones from the movies, or not only the ones from the movies and from comic books. These are the people around us, the people in this classroom, the people in your family, and the people who surround you. And the most important superhero is within yourself. And I want you to leave this meeting with a takeaway that you may always be a superhero for someone, or you are already one. So thank you for this. And Master, oh,
Being here with me. And thank you, Alexander. And guys, do you remember which superhero was represented Alexander? Professor X. No, Professor X. No, Professor X. Who is the leader, who is thinker, and who is the almost main character? Yes, yes. That is why Alexander Baranov, maybe next, not now? No? Okay. Okay. Please, our guys, fellow Toastmasters, guests, our online audience, now we can vote for the best table topic speaker. You can use QR code on the list. And for online audience, we can share the link where, Samira, where we can, okay. Dear online audience, we can share our link for voting in our club, online club chat, Telegram chat. Telegram chat. This is voting for everyone, yes? Everyone. I need to share. 1 minute. One minute. Okay, and I think who is winner we can see next, not now, a couple minutes later. And actually, before this voting, we spoke about Alexander Branov, who is our general evaluator. Alexander, welcome on stage, please, again.
okay. This is my first time as a general evaluator, so I use my superpower to rise to the occasion. I used it second time and step into the shoes of the missing person. What can I say about our meeting? So now I think everything was great, especially the table topic session. We were traditionally late, and we will be late with closing the meeting, I think. So, but this is the tradition of our club. We cannot miss it. Now I need to introduce the roles, the minor roles, and our evaluators. Unfortunately, we are missing one of the personal evaluators. Name no, not missing. No, we are missing the personal evaluator, but we changed it for another one. And again, Olga rise to the occasion to to be the personal evaluator for our icebreaker by Matthew. Please step onto the stage. Thank you for filling in this role.
Thank you. Dear Matthew, guys, I really enjoyed this speech, your first speech in our club, your icebreaker. And actually, before the feedbacks, in first time I asked the speaker, what do you want? What's your goal? Kind of this one. But the main idea, I think, I hope about icebreaker, it's like our superheroes, just to be introduce yourself also to the audience and also to connect with the audience, to connect with the club members. And I think these goals, how to say, reached. Yes, thank you. And it was really, really great. And your story was really personal, and you started from the quote that is also is great for the opening your speech. It's great. But I'm like value. How it's where Samir value? No. It's like about evil. Village. Yes, yes. I need to say something for growing, and need to say something to be more better and to create better speech every time and every time. Maybe next time, I really like your speech, your one speech about your personal story and about Cold War. And actually, in my mind, I created this, all these happening stories. And I think maybe next time you can divide it it's like not like personal life, like stories about personal life. I think sometimes if audience maybe not so clear, and maybe sometimes, personal sometimes think, oh, what I can do in the evening, something different. And maybe you can divide, and with vocal variety too. And because about icebreaker, we also can speak about body and moving on the stage. Maybe because you told us about your biography, you can also divide your story with the audience too. For example, when you was born in USA, you can see in one part of the stage. Then you move to Russia, and maybe you also move to the stage. It's like divide different your life stories. Maybe kind of this one. It can be helps you, and maybe it helps also to the audience to remember the different stories, and maybe divide it also different stories. We also have the conclusion in all speech. I thought how we can use this conclusion for this speech, because you told us about your story, and it's so great that you use that Russia is so great that you want to stay here, and this is like a conclusion. It's so great, and you told us about Toastbusters. Maybe next time, because we are in Toastbusters Club, you can say more words about club and your goals in the club. But it's up to you. It's your choice, of course. And okay, and about body. It's okay when we speak with audience, staying in the center, but it's great also to use gestures. And sometimes for the speaker also we use, like, I forgot how it's called, the like main position, when you use your arms, not like how to say, in this position, but you use you can choose their different pose, like this, and trying to hold your arms in the this space, yes, like this space. And maybe it's help you to use the gestures when you speak with the audience, kind of this one. But I think the next time we can use all these things, because you just started, and I think it's a really great start, and I really really like that you join our club. Thank you for your icebreaker. Thank you.
Olga, thank you for your evaluation. I think it was very useful, especially for our new speaker. I want also to note that Matthew prepared notes, as I understand, and he took it with him to the stage, but never used them, which is very great. And I liked your evaluation because you noted many positive things, and you provided so many things for growth of Matthew's speaking skills. And this was done in a very friendly manner. Thank you for this. Now to the next evaluator, Emmanuel, right? Yeah, on Mike's speech, please take the stage.
Hi, dear Toastmasters and guests. Mike gave us a speech called A Day of Reckoning as part of a level 3 project connecting with the audience. The goal of his project is to speak about a topic that might be new or unusual for most people in the audience, and to keep yes, and to keep them interested by adapting the speech, adapting during the speech. I believe Mike did a great job with this challenge. I will talk about what I enjoyed and what could be improved. The topic was fresh and unexpected. Not many people talk about medical checkups and speeches, and even fewer make it funny. Mike's gave some interesting jokes, like facing the result of years of not treating his body very well. He talked about boxes of plastics gloves, probably not meant to provide much love. And what I like also was that Mike make some strong connection through share experience. Even though the topic was personal, Mike included things we all know, like the long list of specialists we have to see as we get older, like cardiologists, dermatologists, ophthalmologists, and etc. This helps us see ourselves in his story, which is the heart of this project, making a connection. I will talk about what could be improved. Mike used a lot of ideas and images. Sometimes it was a bit hard to know where we were in the story. Mike could sometimes make some strong close lines, like let me some interesting transitions, like let me explain, or here is the funny part, and the ending was interesting, but it didn't feel complete. A stronger closing line, maybe a joke or a simple message like take care of yourself, would make it more powerful and memorable. I can say congratulations, Mike, on turning a simple medical appointment into a day and a speech to remember. Thanks.
Thank you, Manuel. We are very short of time, so I will just introduce the next evaluator. It's Anna Rubinina for Samira's speech. Please, Anna, please stick to the time of 3 minutes, not more.
Okay, I'll try. Can I see Samira? Hello. Hello, everyone. Samira. You know, it's an honor to listen to this speech at the first, at the start of the session of your being the president. I think it was in this speech you revealed a side of yourself that that I didn't know, but I always felt you have inside, this inner fire, this inner power. And I really believe that you will show it through this next year, and you'll stand, what's the word? Stand up to every occasion, at every meeting, and yes. So what you did, great. I really liked the structure, the solid, not the structure, the solid. All your speech was very solid, structured, and inspiring. The task was to practice vocal variety, and you were really good at it. So I noticed that you first spoke very loudly. So I bet the people in the last row could hear you really well. The next thing, you tried to act out different characters, and one of the examples was your father's words to you. Yeah, you tried to act out his voice, and you also stressed some words with the word emotion is forbidden in our club. I remember some passion and being persistent. So you stressed up some words. That was really good. So I think you managed to fulfill the object of the project really well. And I also like the intriguing beginning with the masks. It was really interesting. And the most important part, the ending, you gave us the perfect message of trying to not to change ourselves, but to try to reveal and develop our inner character. That is always good. So I congratulate you with this project. It was really well done, and I'm eager. I'm looking forward to see you as Wonder Woman.
Thank you very much, Anna, for sticking to the time and sticking to the purpose of the project and noticing everything which this project was about. Now, I want to welcome to the stage all our minor roles at once, and each of you will have 1 minute to present your report. So the accountant, the grammarian timer, please. And I will count the time.
I think yes. So, guys, I will start right away. Thank you very much, our online audience, for being with us. I appreciate it very, very much. What I want to say. So, today I was the A counter, and I started as a usual guy and became a superhero because you guys, you made so much employment to me. So I was writing nearly every sentence down. You guys broke all the records possibly using filler words. I don't know where it comes from, using in the beginning of the sentence on or so why just not to step back, to process, and to think about it? And the last quote, I think we should ban the word actually. Fucking ban it, actually. Over to you.
Thank you.
Actually, I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, I was at first a little worried that the phrase of the day was going to be too difficult and no one will use it. But then we had 7 people use it. 7 people. I might have made that number up because I put away my notes. Let me tell you who used it. It was Mike online. It was Matthew in the room. It was Sasha Baranov right here. Oleg used it. How many times? Not once, not twice, 5 times. 5 times. Mainly because she was reading it. But that's good. That's very good. Our newcomer, what is your name? Dima used it, the newcomer used it. You guys, incredible, amazing. And I still, okay. I want to encourage you to play with your language. This is why I wanted to introduce a phrase today. And even if you don't remember a particular word, we had an incredible play of linguistics today. Ola used the word unfrozen. You will unfrozen the audience. The word you're looking for is melt, but I think unfrozen is better because you know exactly the image that we want, unfrozen. You play, my uniting job. That was another excellent way to play with your language. Please continue to create your own metaphors, and that's my time. Please, timer. Welcome to the Salama.
I will time your time.
Thank you. A lot of you keep time frame and some comments from timer. I noticed that Valeria as grammarian exceeds her time. Also, Samira used only minimum time that you can use for your speech, for prepare speech, and Veronica, excellent fit in 2 minutes of table topic. And thank you, a lot of you keep time frame.
Now it's time for our quiz master. Please, as far as I know, you have one question to ask.
Yes, that's what you asked me to do. I had actually a lot of, sorry for that one, killer questions, but I have to deliver only one. And let me dial you back to Matt's speech and tell me which happiness-related insight did he get while living in Russia?
His wife, he met his wife, children, he became English teacher,
Yeah.
lawyer.
But his insight about happiness was that, yes, happiness is a choice, and please take it home with you and live with it. It's the perfect.
Okay, please welcome to the stage our great president of the club, Samira Dostnar.
Guys, thank you for this wonderful meeting, for all speakers and role takers. Every role you take, every speech you give is a step forward in your personal path. And today we have a very special moment, an icebreaker speech, and I would like to invite to this stage Matt Morley and present icebreaker ribbon. For you. Let's take a photo.
Okay, that's fine.
And we also had a lively table topic session. And the winner of the table topic session is Alina Stepanova. To the second time.
That's
yes.
Awesome.
Thank you. And just a quick reminder, the next meeting will take place in different location at Park Krasnaya Presnya at 7 p.m. Yes, I know some of you are very happy. So please follow the news from our chat. Yeah, it's we don't have. Yeah, in advance. Yes. So and I invite all of you to the after party so that we can all chat and relax and speak a little bit.
Yes, and group photo.
Yes, of course. And let's take a group photo. Yes. Hmm? Пока нет, пока нет, пока. Да, да, да. Оль, давай рядом.
Давайте. Давай. А что не, почему не обнимается? Почему вы обнимаетесь? Просто так? Давайте потом. Кто не придет?
We are alone forever.
Давайте двигаться. Тогда. Саша, а если ты будешь селфи делать с той стороны, ты и себя, и нас возьмешь. Так. Да.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah.
You made it, the first one. In this year, the first one in this year.
Митинг? Да.
You made it, Samira.
Меня сама держишь. Надо выключить запись. Как ты выключаешь?
Я нажимаю на квадратик. Если вы будете получать уведомление, остановить запись, да.